Hey, it's Jared. This is my review of Teachable. Now, I've been using Teachable for a very long time. I think since around 2016, maybe a bit earlier than that. And I moved to Teachable because I had been creating a few courses and putting them up on a platform that was relatively new at the time called udemy.com. And I have courses over there on Udemy still. But the reason that I wanted to move to Teachable is to have more of a relationship with my students and be able to communicate with them. Udemy doesn't make it very easy for you to do that. You can send out course announcements and stuff like that, but you don't get your students' emails since you can't interact with them very well. And most of my students would find me through YouTube videos like this, and then I would send them over to Udemy, and I wouldn't have any ownership over that relationship. And so Teachable was there for me when I moved over, and Teachable was affordable. I mean, it is affordable. It's has a free plan, and then even their paid plans are not that expensive. Yes, there are some fees that are associated, but it's really not that bad considering the features that you get. So Teachable, this is my Teachable site. It's very basic. As a web designer, I hate looking at this site because it's just not that attractive, but I just haven't had the time and don't really desire to go and learn how to build out a really nice website in Teachable. It is possible. I've seen some fantastic web pages built out in Teachable from other creators online, but the process is just a little time consuming, and that's one of the downfalls of Teachable that I'm not going to get too far into, because for me, Teachable is an excellent website for hosting your courses. You're still probably going to need a website of your own. If you're blogging or doing any form of content creating, having a WordPress website is probably going to be the best option for you for creating that content and having that be your home. And you can even use that as a jumping off point to get people to come over to Teachable and have access to your courses. So I saw Teachable as just a great tool for where my courses would live and people would interact with my courses. It wasn't my main website. And so now we're looking at a course page here for a specific course. This course I filmed 10 years ago, I think, maybe even a little longer. And so it's a very old course, but it does really well. It has lots of subscribers to it on this site and even more over on Udemy. That's where the course really blew up and where I really decided I needed to take this serious is after this course had its first 100,000 students over on Udemy, which it now has over 300,000 students on Udemy. And on my site here, it has around 20,000 students. So the course pages are pretty simple. There isn't a whole lot that you can do to customize them. We'll go into this course page here so that you can kind of see what to expect. So on this page, I can edit the typical branding of the page, course image, promo video, thumbnail. Teachable also has an app, and so I can customize what I want to have show up on their iOS app as well. And down here, I can set my titles. I can assign it to myself as the author. Some basic SEO and course compliance stuff, but not a whole lot that I can really do in customizing out that specific page. I do have some pages that are specific to the course, such as the sales page, checkout and thank you page, and I can edit those accordingly. I can then go and view my curriculum and manage the curriculum by creating different sections and then lectures within those sections. And so when I click on one of these sections, I can see the video that I have there. I can add in other elements such as audio, PDFs, files, whatever in here. I can enable commenting so that people can comment underneath the specific course video. It does support closed captioning, but you have to upload the closed captioning there. I can also add text, add a quiz, add a code example or something like that if I was teaching programming. And then also add an upsell to at a certain point in a course, upsell to another course, and then add a referral block so that students can refer other students in there as well, which is a great option. Makes the growth of your course much easier, adding in that word of mouth element. There are some simple design templates that you can use. So there are a few different course design templates that you can choose from. Not many, but there are a few, so you don't have to go with the exact same thing. And you can change these on a per course basis. You can also manage your course pricing here, which this particular course has a free access for, I believe, 2 weeks, and then you can buy me a coffee for $5 and have access to this course for as a one-time purchase and get it lifetime access. And so people will utilize this $5 option. This course is a course that I put out for free anyways, and so this $5 option was just an option for people to support me because maybe they wanted the course, or they enjoyed the course but ran out of time and decided that they wanted it to own it, and so they come back and spend the $5 and get the course. You can do coupons and give away coupons to the course for discounts. You can also time delay the release of the different sections of your course, and so these different sections I can set a schedule on, and then it drips those out and it makes them available. And so I would definitely still need to use some form of email marketing to communicate with my students, because all the students would be going through this course at the same time. And so I'd have to, have some communication there, because that would be a little tricky. I can send an email announcement right here, but I don't like Teachable's emails. They're just not really that great. So I like to use ConvertKit to send out all of my emails, and so I would have emails scheduled in ConvertKit that would go in conjunction with the release of the content of my course. I can then manage any comments from my courses here as well and reply to those. I can view all of my students that are subscribed, which is actually a different section of the website where you can sort by students, but I can view all of my students and even send out emails just to this specific course and all of the students that are in it. I can view reports, like how far a person's made it through a course. I can assign certificates that somebody can get after they complete the course so that they have something they can print out or save. And so there's a lot that you can do here in Teachable, even though Teachable is inexpensive and sometimes is lacking features that other competitors would have. It definitely gets the job done and is a great platform. So let's take a look at the email options for emailing your students. It's very simple. I can choose based on a specific user or users, a course, or all the users, and then this is the email form that I have for sending out an email to everybody. This is why you really can't just use Teachable for managing email and communicating with your students. You need something like ConvertKit. If you want to know more about ConvertKit or check it out, I've got a link to ConvertKit down below. I think ConvertKit is great because it also brings in email automation, and you can connect Teachable to ConvertKit using Zapier, and you can have like emails be sent out and triggered based on different things that happen as a person is becoming a student or going through that process. And that email automation is where it really saves you a ton of time, and it helps keep you engaged and connected with that student, whether they're not yet a student and they just sought out some information and put in their email or whatnot, or they're a student and they've gone through a course or decided to purchase a certain course. You can send out emails and automate that process, which is pretty fantastic. Not only can you sell courses, but you can also sell coaching on Teachable as well. And so we have a coaching option that's available, and then the ability to bundle courses together and sell courses in a bundle or sell subscriptions to courses as well, which I think is a great option. So I can create a specific bundle. I can add content to that bundle, which means adding a certain amount of courses. So since on my Teachable site, I have photography courses, web design courses, social media marketing courses, I can create a bundle around my photography course. I can pick a price, and that price could be a monthly subscription, a yearly subscription, or it can just be a discounted bundle price for all of those courses if somebody decided to purchase all of them together. And so bundles are great because it gives you an upsell option. Instead of just saying like, okay, I'll upsell somebody on one other course, it's like, well, if you're buying this course already, why don't you bundle it together with these other courses to spend a little bit more money and get access to these other courses as well? So bundles are a great way to increase your revenues on your site. So Teachable is a great option for those that are getting started. And that's where I was when I first started out with Teachable. It was affordable and it had the features that I was looking for. And I haven't had to worry about Teachable too much. My videos are always playing and they're always working. I think maybe in the last many years I've had maybe a dozen emails of people having issues with playback or something like that, and it usually comes down to an issue that they had with their own device or internet. So Teachable has been very stable, and they're really good to their community as well. They have a lot of great information that they share, and they want to see their community succeed because it's in the best interest of their business if we're doing well as course creators. So if you're interested in Teachable, there's a link down in the description below. Please use that link because it helps support my channel here and helps support me making video content like this. I also have a link down below to my course website. Definitely take a moment and check out my courses, and if there's anything that you find useful there, I would love for you to check those out. I have some free courses, so you're more than welcome to join those and see some of the other content that I've created that's not here on YouTube. But that's going to do it for this review of Teachable. Thanks so much for being here. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you found this interesting, and I hope to see you back here soon in another video. Take care.